football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Washington's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble.
Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So, whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Now the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Takes the easy completion. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw it again. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing
by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threats.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back on the option, the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops the throw. It's complete.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dave, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. The extra point here would tie the game.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the game, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Here comes the heat. Looking for a big play. Caught at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was in that last one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they're after him! Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Brown. The greatest quarterback.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out!
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later.
Turning it on! The 30, the 20. Touchdown Trojans! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. play action on first down. On the run, still looking. Complete to the right. It bounces over the top.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Woodard. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab on the left. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. He leaves it with his back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Oh, better look out! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they tacked on the extra point.
31, USC 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. 1st down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got a lead. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They have not been able to run it in. Will they try again on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Husky! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm rotating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He's got it along the sideline. There we go. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Finds us back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. Got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now?
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That gets them back to within 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over UNLV. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defensive.
Touchdown, Washington! Fit it in the window for the score. He'll try to tack on 1 more.
And I think think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
USC.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle offense to the line.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Working that wide receiver screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Trojans will punt this one away. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. Makes one man miss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Northwestern stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Evanston. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Punts it out of the air. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about it. He made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got a little space. Going airborne. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Working that left side now. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Got it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
USC 52.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And some room to work. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. There he goes! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Shakes off the defender. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front, get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Washington.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed